All right, today is a day that I've been waiting for a couple weeks now, I think. It feels like a year. So excited. So many of you guys already know that we switched James Brown from single eBay turbo to supercharger, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to totally change the car, and I just can't wait to get this thing together. But the biggest problem with that, and the biggest problem with these cars in general when you V8 swap them, is that guy right there. That steering box ruins so many things. So when it was turbo, it was no problem. I just took the truck manifold, flipped it forward, and it cleared. It was tight, but it cleared. Now, I'm sure there's some people already saying, well, just put a rack and pinion in it. Don't really want to do it. Not really in the cards right now, so we're sticking with the stock style steering. And I think once it's all figured out, it'll be fine anyway. Not really a huge deal. If I was trying to like road race the car, yeah, I'd probably consider a steering upgrade. But for just street use and occasional drag race, I think this is okay. So like I said, that thing is the biggest problem with this car because it makes it almost impossible to find off-the-shelf headers to fit this car. And I've tried a few recently. These are some Speed Engineering truck headers that were surprisingly somewhat close, but they didn't fit. Probably could have modified them, but didn't really feel like doing that. I might try to sell those. I have the other side and a Y-pipe brand new. And then I tried these, because I thought this huge opening, that might be where the steering box sits. And that is incorrect, because the steering box is like right here, right there. I don't actually know what these go to, and they're not mine. I was just test fitting them. From there, I tried these shorties to see if they would fit. These are for like a Chevelle or something with an LS swap. They were $82, $83 on eBay. I used them for a turbo kit. I'm using them for a turbo kit. But still, they didn't fit. The steering box hits right in here. And I figured, well, let's try the truck headers. They also did not fit. Now, at this point, I'm thinking to myself, I need to just order some flanges, order some tubing and a collector, and just make my own set, which isn't something I was really wanting to do at this point. I was hoping to avoid that, but that's kind of what it was looking like. And then that is when my Lord and Savior, Red Rum RX-7, sent me a message on Instagram. You guys should go follow him, by the way, on Instagram. Real cool guy. But he sent me a message, and he was like, hey, if you're looking for an exhaust system, I still have the full setup off my car when it was nitrous. And I was like, dude, that would be sweet. And he's like, yeah, I had the headers custom made, custom exhaust system, which isn't here yet. I'm really excited to show you guys that. It's going to be sweet. But he's like, yeah, I had the headers totally custom made to clear the steering box. I think the biggest issue is if I have the engine in the same spot he did, which it should be pretty close. I mean, there's only so much room you can put the engine in here without moving the firewall or anything. But I don't know if I have mine lower or if he had his lower or what, you know, or how he did his motor mounts. I don't know if he'll have a pipe going through here. But they did show up yesterday. And it took everything in my power not to open this box yesterday. But I was like, gotta do it on video, man. So here it is. What the fuck did I do with the knife? I got a knife around here somewhere. Where, oh where did I put it? Hello, knife? Yes, hello? Did I leave it in the Monte Carlo? Hello, knife? No, no knife there. Hello, knife? No knife here. Where the frick did I put this thing? Oh, there it is. Hey, knife. Yo, what's up, spider? Fuck you. Yo, that was a Florida spider. I don't fuck with no Florida spiders. Those boys shoot first. They shoot questions, ask bullets later. Ah! Staples. About time. Lordy. Look at that. That's the passenger side. And there, right there, is where the freaking steering box would go. All right, man. All right, man! I am a little worried about the motor mount. I need to go look at that. Yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah, there might be some shenanigans with this pipe, which isn't a big deal. So these are 1 7/8 primaries and 3.5-inch collectors. This is you versus the guy she says not to worry about, am I right? Oh, shit. So I asked him if there's any tricks to fitting them in the car. And he was like, look, dude, it was like 2 years ago that I last had them on the car. I don't really remember. I think I had to loosen this motor mount and kind of tilt the engine, which for our case, for testing, is perfect because this head's only held on with one bolt. The intake's just sitting there, so we can lift those off and we should be able to sneak it in place, I would think. If not, we'll just pull that bolt out real quick and tilt it, and then kind of see how everything fits. I'm really, really hoping that this bend right here does clear the motor mount. A little nervous, but only one way to find out. Let's start throwing it in the car. I wonder if we should start with the passenger side. Yeah, let's throw that in real quick just to see, and then we'll move to this side. So, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but right now it's just barely hitting on the freaking ear of the bell housing, which is so frustrating because I've thought about cutting those off and I was like, turbo car, doesn't matter. And then my dumbass is like, no, supercharger, super duper. Yeah, it's this guy right here that it's just barely catching on. Frickin' heck, dude. So I'll probably end up crawling under it at some point and chopping that off with the Sawzall. So I guess for now, let's move to the driver's side. How funny would it be if this side fit now and that side didn't? Hitting the motor mount now. Man, cars are so stupid. Now, do I modify the motor mount or modify the exhaust? If I modify the exhaust, I almost have to I almost have to cut it off at the flange and like reclock it to go out and around. Or I could just whip up a new mount fairly quickly. Probably end up going that route. I'll probably cut the mount off the plate that bolts to the block and cut these and slide the whole thing further ahead. And I might have to plate this and weld it, which isn't a big deal. And then I can cut this off. This whole deal will be up here, and then it should clear there. But for now, just to continue test fitting things, I'll get the supercharger unbolted, get that head off, and see if we can fit the passenger side on just to test fit it. I'm still going to cut the bell housing, but just right now I just want to test fit things and see if anything over there needs to be modified. Don't you hate when it just slips out a little bit? Alright, let's see if that was enough, because it wasn't like all the way to the thing, you know? All right. All right, this side is in for the most part. It's touching the frame right here, so I'm going to mark that and then beat the absolute piss out of it. But everything else, once it's actually in, seems to clear. That big-ass 3.5-inch collector was just hanging up on the bell housing and then the starter. But it seems like once I smash that in a little bit, it should clear pretty well. And it looks like, aside from maybe this one might get kind of close, it looks like the spark plug shouldn't be an issue. Oh, actually, yeah, that'll be totally fine. Sweet. So just need to mark this one, beat the heck out of it, and then just figure out what to do over here to make this side work. All right, it took a little bit of persuading, and I had to cut the mount out of the car, but both headers are in. And they actually clear. It is crazy. This one, things are a little tight over here because I got my fuel lines ran right where the primary for this one wants to go, so I've got to move the fuel lines. Not a huge deal. But they're in, they actually fit pretty well, all things considered. Got to make a new motor mount for over here, also not a huge deal. And man, I'm pretty stoked. This is awesome. It's one step closer with the car. Now I cannot wait until the exhaust system shows up. You guys are gonna freak out over that. It's so sick. If I remember right, the entire exhaust system from the headers to almost the rear axle only weighs like 20 pounds. So it's awesome. So passenger side, need to dent it in a little bit to clear the frame rail. And then this side, I don't know if I'll actually have to do anything. There's part of me that wants to modify things a little bit, but I don't know if I'll actually need to because it fits pretty well. And I don't know if I want to clean them up and get them coated or try to header wrap them, which I might do. Either way, I might do something just because I'm trying to make the car a little bit nicer than it was before. So, and the headers are going to be like one of the first things people look at. So that's awesome. One huge bridge crossed with this car. So all in all, I think it was a pretty good day. This week, I'm going to try to get the motor built for it. It's going to be a pretty fun, pretty rowdy little 10.5 to 1 5.3. Should sound pretty good. I don't know if I want to reuse this cam, which I might, or if I want to get another cam for this. I don't know. The Summit Stage 4 is on sale for $270 right now, so that'd be kind of cool to get. And then throw this one in the engine for the Monte Carlo. I think I'm probably just going to use this one so that I can get this engine assembled this week and then stuffed back in the car. And then, oh man, all the other stuff we got going on this week. I did pick up an engine for the Fiero. That video, I'm going to try and get that out, I don't know, maybe Thursday. There's going to be 2 more videos with the RX-7, I think. I don't know. We're just going to try to have fun this week. So keep your eyes on the channel. Stay tuned for things. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for subscribing and clicking that bell. We'll see you next time.